Oh, what is going on, y'all? It's your girl, April Benet Sunshine, and I want to thank you all for being a part of this journey with me. I'm just not going to be long, but I just do want to let you all know that I do have commentaries on Instagram, and that's what is it? Tea Time with Sunshine, 2 underscores, Tea Time underscore with underscore Sunshine. And anyway, I just want to come to y'all briefly and talk about Love and Hip Hop Miami. Due to a lot of copyright and stuff, I can't really do footage like I used to give you my reaction. So I'm just gonna give you a really quick, brief. I'm speechless. I'm so speechless that I don't even have time to make my peach cobbler, my liquid peach cobbler drink that I always drink. It's my whiskey flavored drink that I love to drink so much on my shows, which is Tea and Whiskey with Sunshine. We're also on Facebook, Tea and Whiskey with Sunshine. What really has bothered me with this, oh y'all, it's a lot. It's a lot. Love and Hip Hop Miami is a lot. And I try to do a commentary on Instagram where I always do my commentaries, because I stopped doing them on YouTube because copyright. They said can't show the footage. So I've been doing them on Instagram, and now I'm having that same issue with Instagram. So I'm like, well, let me just go ahead and just start doing it this way. Because it's a lot. I get easily distracted. You see, I'm distracted right now. I'm supposed to talk about it, and I'm talking about something else. Talking about why I don't do it. But anyway, my issue is, it's a lot. It's a lot. And at the same time, I don't know how to, I don't know. But I will jump into what's been heavy on my heart. Is Amada La Negra. She and her manager Julian, like, everybody has warned you about this dude, you know, and I understand where she's coming from, because this is her manager. If it wasn't for him, she wouldn't be probably on the platform she is right now with Love and Hip Hop Miami. And after the first season with her, Love and Hip Hop Miami, her career just took off. Like, you see her all over the place, you know, and she pretty much, you know, opened up a whole nother perspective of colorism, and I just love that about her. But the fact that the same manager screwed over Trina, because Trina just dropped the album last year, and I was wondering where it was. I was wondering where it went. And it disappeared off of everything. Trina saying that Julian pretty much used her name to get a contract for $300,000, and she didn't see not one penny of it. Now, I know Trina wouldn't lie about nothing like that. She wouldn't lie about that, you know. So this past episode that aired January 27th, y'all, I'm sorry. January 27th, this last one that aired 2020. Her boyfriend pretty much has a conversation with Julian. And at first I want to touch on that relationship, because at first I was kind of like, dude, why do you have a say-so in what she's doing? She already told you she doesn't want children. So she's already said that, and she's already said that her career is coming first, not a family. And then, like, why are you trying to make beef with her manager? Because I was on her side. I'm like, that's not his place. You know, and then Julian pretty much told her boyfriend, yo, like, in the club, like, I'm sorry, not on my watch. You're not gonna put a baby in her, not on my watch, you know. And Amada's already said not yet, and she's doing that based on what he wants, which is her manager. And Amada about to pass out. But at the same time, everybody's telling you this dude is no good. This dude is trash. He is not good to work with. And so they decide to go ahead and go to a lawyer. She goes to her lawyer and to see how she can get out of her contract. After further review, her lawyer was like, baby girl, look. Lawyer said, listen, baby girl. After further review, we have examined that if you choose to leave your contract with Julian. He owns 100% of your masters, which is your music. He owns everything. Everything. And it's like, that's my friend. This is my family. He believed in me when nobody else did. This is my family. I trust him. I don't like what everybody's saying. I don't like it. I don't like it. And I love her accent, by the way. I'm not making fun of it. I love it. Man, that's heartbreaking. That is heartbreaking. She finds out that her manager, if she chooses to leave, he owns 100% of her masters. That is absolutely effed up. No, it's not effed up, it's fucked up. That is so fucked up. And my thing is, why didn't you look at the contracts and stuff before you signed them? Like, why didn't you? I'm thinking, well, maybe she can afford a lawyer. She was just so glad to have a record deal, and the fact that this person is promising her platforms like Love and Hip Hop. You really don't. You really think that people have your best interest at heart because of an emotional relationship you create with that person. But at the end of the day, that is not the case. And that is so jacked up, and it's so painful. And I mean, I can only imagine how she feels. I can only imagine the heartbreak. I mean, ooh, damn. That is so fucked up. My heart goes out to her. And I love how Trina is trying to, so moving on. I love how Trina is starting an all-girl tour, which is, I think it's dope. And then I had to remind myself that, when the tour that Trina's putting together, I have to remind myself that Trina's gonna be looking for young versions of herself, but maybe like 2.0s, So I'm like, okay, cool. So I have to understand, even though I'm older, when Trina came out, Trina, I'm trying to put myself in the shoes of the millennials and the young people of today. And when I was in my early 20s and, late teens and, I listened to Trina. Trina was like popping when I was fresh out of high school, I have to understand that mindset. So now that I'm going to be like, let me push all my wrinkles back. Now that I'm going to be 40 this year, but I'm forever 30. Congrats to me. Thank you. Hold your applause. Okay, girl. I have to remember before I make my statements and before I say anything that may offend anybody that once upon a time I was there. Once upon a time I had my speakers blasting to Trina's music, The Baddest Bitch, and I that was my shot. Okay? Every vulgar word and phrase, I was jamming it in my car. So I have to understand that songs like Twerk for Jesus and oh y'all, and yeah, I have to be careful what I say, because once upon a time I was there. If I was 20 something, I would be all over them shits. I would be all over them shits. Twerk for Jesus, what? I'd be all over that. If I was... Yeah, but that's just the tip of the iceberg of Love and Hip Hop Miami. It's a lot. It's a lot of ratchet activity. I'm here for it. It's just, and Trick Daddy. Okay, moving forward. Trick Daddy and Joy's relationship. Trick Daddy has revealed in this past episode that he's still in love with Joy, because Joy is like, hey, whatever her name is, Nikki Natural. She was still messing around with Briscoe, and You know, so Nikki Natural confronts Briscoe at the party. I forgot what it was. It was some kind of get together for some. It was Briscoe's party. Briscoe out of jail, and so she confronts him. Well, Joy and Nikki confront him, and that was a lie. But the way she popped off at Trick didn't like her. He was just, you know, doing something to get Joy's attention, and it worked. And so Joy was like, hey, no, I'm sorry. I insinuated the wrong thing, and you can start talking to Nikki again. Like, what is that? And then he's like, well, I really don't talk to her. And she was like, well, what do you like? Who are you interested in? What are you looking for? He was like, look in the mirror. And I don't think they're ever gonna like get a divorce. I think she still love him too. I think they just have an open marriage. She knows Trick is just Trick, and he knows Joy is just Joy. I mean, Joy is gorgeous. She's a beautiful young lady. She's very, very beautiful. Beautiful. You know what? I do want to say this about Love and Hip Hop Miami. I love how they are featuring so many brown-skinned women, and I love that. It feels so good to see brown-skinned women, and it's just beautiful to see another pigmentation other than brown or lighter. It just feels good to see that. It feels good that, like, Amada La Negra, her skin is gorgeous. I mean, it's beautiful, just flawless and brown, and it's toasted by the sun, and it's beautiful. Joy is just beautiful. Her skin is flawless, just toasted by the sun. Trina was like, well, is beautiful, and her skin is toasted by the sun, like my skin is toasted by the sun, you know. But I just love how Love and Hip Hop Miami has really brought the bronze. Like, these ladies don't need bronzer. They don't need anything. Everything they put on is just for, you know, extra enhancement for the camera. But they're gorgeous, all of them, regardless how much ratchet activity is happening. They're I'm sorry. They're gorgeous, beautiful ladies, and I just want to take my hats off to them for that. But it's just a lot. Baby Jocelyn Hernandez is giving me telenovela realness, honey. She goes, I'm back. Did you miss me? Dun, 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 dun. Yeah, it's a lot. It's a lot. Jocelyn, I'm ready for her to give me Jocelyn Hernandez realness. And I think Jocelyn is just so big that she don't have to do that turn up no more. Jocelyn is like, I'm the baddest bitch in the game. And I'm just gonna do this. I'm gonna just talk about people. I'm gonna dance a little bit for y'all. I'm going to show my ass and my titties and my breasts, and I'm gonna just be real classy. I'm not gonna fight nobody. I'm just gonna send videos and call people pigs and send over girl, she sent a roasted pig to Prima Donna's party. Prima Donna, I don't really know who she is, but we're learning who she is. Prima Donna is pretty much like this guru, this entrepreneur. She's beautiful. She's toasted by the sun, beautiful as well. Very over the top. She says she got waist trainers, she got pressure cookers, she got seasonings, she's got cookbooks. She said, if I can make anything, I can do anything, but she's really big on she has active fitness wear. She's really big on her waist trainers and her pressure cooker. That's what that's what I'm really seeing. You know, ain't nothing wrong with a good pressure cooker, a Prima Donna pressure cooker. I wouldn't mind trying that, because I had no idea I knew what a pressure cooker was, but when I found out what a pressure cooker does, Jesus, baby, you can make a mean oxtail with a pressure cooker. I wonder if her pressure cooker makes a mean oxtails. Yeah, Google if you know what an oxtail is. But she does everything, and Jocelyn is just really like she has it in for her, and we really don't know why. All Jocelyn says is she just talked about her. But everybody talk about you, Jocelyn. Well, I guess we'll find out later on what she really did. But I don't think she did much of anything, because Jocelyn did, confess on the Wendy Williams show that she was like, I get paid to just star shit. I know her, but I mean, but she basically just said in so many words, she's the highest paid person, and she just stirring up shit just to keep her spot. Okay, girl. I don't know who this alleged boyfriend that she has, but he's like a really great cheerleader for her. And Trina, comes in and they meet up. Trina and Jocelyn, they meet up from time to time. And Trina just be like, this is Trina the whole time on the show. This is Trina right here. Gas. Trina is not there for the drama. Trina is not there for the drama whatsoever. She's not here for it. Trina ain't got time for that. Keep in mind, I'm talking about Miami, but it's cold in Texas. It's like all these sweaters and shit. But yeah, Trina's not having it. So when Jocelyn comes in and start talking shit, she's like, y'all, Jocelyn is in the building, honey. Let me just show up for the scene, get this check, because Jocelyn is in the building. So, Jocelyn, you said on Wendy Williams show that you're like the highest paid. So, you're getting paid more than Trina is? I'm just curious. But anyway, that's pretty much all I have to say. Oh, and I also, at first, that's what I want to go back to Amada La Negra and her boyfriend. And her boyfriend's sister, which is Shay. I'm like, these people just need a storyline. Y'all using Amada for a storyline. He done moved into the house that she done bought for her and her mama. And Shay is mad at her because she feels like she's trying to befriend, what's her name again? I forgot what her name is, the Latin girl with the blonde hair. But she basically told her she wasn't gonna be her friend no more. But all Shay saw was her meeting up with her and having a conversation. And she never really just listened to all that Amada had to say. Because Amada was trying to tell her, look, I'm not friends with her. I have pretty much told her that I can't be friends with her. But all you saw was us having a conversation. So you're under the impression I'm being disloyal to you. But the thing is, Shay, I understand where you're coming from, Shay, but at the same time, Amada and what's her name? I don't know what her name is, y'all. Y'all help me out. Amada and what's her name? They've been friends for a long time. So even though this person did you wrong and her wrong, she still has to go through a mourning process. Like, I know how that feels. I've been friends with somebody for a very long time, 20 years plus. And then when they tell you, okay, or when they show you that the loyalty of your friendship is not what you thought it was, or you were more loyal to them than they were to you, or you were more of a friend to them than they were to you, then yeah, there's a mourning process you go through. You can't just, you can cut folks off like physically, but mentally and emotionally, it takes time, so you have to give them out of time. Plus, you can't just assume just because somebody's dating your brother that that y'all family. Yeah, but we're dating. But then again, at the same time, I don't know. For you to really get into it so much with your boyfriend's girlfriend, why is it imperative that you get into it with her? You just need a storyline. I need Shay to come up with some more stuff. Why is she here? Why is she here? Okay. That's pretty much all I have to say about Love and Hip Hop Miami. When I say a lot of ratchet activity, because they have good storylines, but it's just a lot. It's a lot. It's a lot. It just takes me to a place where I'm just like, oh, okay. It's a lot. But at the end of the day, we're all going to be watching. What are your thoughts about everything? And do you think What do y'all think about the Amada situation? Like, she's gonna have to start from scratch. Pretty much. She's gonna have to start all the way over again. This dude has pretty much screwed her. Screwed her out of everything. He only screwed Trina out of $300,000. He's screwing Amada out of everything. You don't have no friends. You don't have no friends. We don't have no friends. Who has friends? It's either family or not. It's either family or not. Nobody has no friends no more. Nobody has friends. Okay? Shit. Well, that's all I gotta say about it. But we're gonna keep the drama on TV and out of our lives. That's what we do. Again, I'm your girl, April Benet Sunshine. I always give you the uncensored, uncut adult conversation you can sip to. Please catch Tea and Whiskey with Sunshine. That's us right here. Yes. Please catch Tea and Whiskey with Sunshine every Wednesday on Facebook Live at 8 p.m. Central Standard Time. Talk about all kind of wonderful things, how to get your life together in the process. And if you can't catch us every Wednesday night, we are on 12 streaming platforms. I'll name a few. We're on iHeartRadio, Pandora, Spotify, Google Play, Apple Podcast. We're also on TuneIn app, Himalaya, Stitcher, just to name a few. But if you can't catch us live on Facebook Live, on our Facebook page, you can always catch us 24/7. We're streaming right now. So thank you again for tuning in. Thank you for being a part of this journey with me. I'm trying to figure out how to do these commentaries without being blocked all the damn time. Because I just love showing the footage. I just think it's fun. But at the same time, child. Okay. Ugh. All right. See y'all next time. Let's talk about them New Jersey Housewives too. That reunion coming up. Y'all watch New Jersey Housewives? Because I do. I love them shits. All right, y'all.
Sunshine, giving you the tea, whiskey. Oh yeah, sunshine, giving you the tea.